Well, welcome back to SundogsTV. We're now going to take you, the fan, on a behind-the-scenes look of the Arizona Sundogs, and it's a place that a lot of people don't get to see, the Sundogs dressing room.
Now we're going to take you behind the scenes for exclusive access here with the Arizona Sundogs. Our first stop on the tour, coming into the athletic training room of Ryan Landry. Ryan, thanks for coming on
how's
today.
it going, people?
All right, let's start it off. Tell us your official title here with the Sundogs.
My title is athletic trainer, as the head athletic trainer of the Arizona Sundogs.
All right, now how long have you been with the Dogs?
This is my third full season with the Arizona Sundogs.
All right, now give us a little background on what you did before you were here with the Dogs.
Before I was with the Arizona Sundogs, I interned with the Philadelphia Phillies organization. I was the strength and conditioning coach of one of their minor league affiliates.
Okay. Now, give us an example. Tell us what you have here in your training room to help out the boys when they're feeling a little sore.
Well, I have a plethora of things in here to work with. I have my tables here that usually I do a lot of stretching of the guys, rehabilitation work, loosen up their muscles. You know, it's a physical game. After 6 games, the guys get banged up and bruised, so I do a lot of that. I have an E-stim machine here along with the ultrasound unit that I can do some many different things with. I use that a lot for the guys who are sore. Also, we have a big jacuzzi tub here, fits two, heart-shaped also, by the way, for the guys to get in there. You know, we like team bonding. So
Visser and sides, use that a lot together.
Yep. But you know, other than that, I got all my medicines up here. You know, just the general OTCs, over-the-counter type of medicines that we use throughout the season. And you know, it's a small space, but there's a lot of things we can do in here with a bunch of things.
Now, on a non-game day, what do you really do around here?
I usually just kind of hang out, you know. I catch me a sauna, I catch a steamer.
Okay.
Then non-game days, basically mornings we have the skates in the morning, so I do a lot of time treatments with the guys.
Okay.
Usually I'm on the phone with the doctor's office arranging appointments with the guy who needs to go see the doctor, maybe do the x-ray, check see something's broken. So I spend my time in the morning doing that. Day starts about 7:30, get into the rink, start getting water and stuff for the guys, because you know the guys stay hydrated, they sweat a lot during the game. And then we go through our practice, and then the guys are done usually around noon. They get out of here. Me and Brian go grab some lunch, and usually come back and finish up the afternoon, cleaning up, making sure everything's straight, and then finish up just, you know, a lot of phone calls, usually in the afternoon.
Now, how different is a game day?
Game days are different. Game days are longer days for sure with this. And just not as much time for me on the phone. It's a lot less phone time and more hands-on time with the guys. You know, the games are important, so I got to make sure the guys are healthy and at their best, or healthiest that they can be to play the game at the time.
So now, on game days, you are on the bench when the game is actually being played, correct?
Yes, usually.
So now, what do you do when you're on the bench? What are you looking for when you're watching the play?
Usually I try to look around the crowd and see, you know, what girls are around there. My girlfriend doesn't have her eyes on me at the time, so I can look around and it gives me the opportunity.
Bring some binocs out there.
Well, it's a little obvious with the binoculars, Scott. You know, I'm in a serious relationship and I can't let her see me doing this. She has no clue. You know, she's doing game ops upstairs, so she really doesn't know what's going on. But other than that, that's about it.
Yeah.
No, during games, usually I'm looking for the player falling, signs of a player getting up slow, and try for the most part to watch the players. And once you get to know the players, you can tell when something's wrong with them. They're not acting right. Being a physical game, one thing, you know, a lot of people will see too, just NHL is going to a lot of head injuries. We're really trying to stop the head injuries and trying to look out for guys' health. You know, their ultimate health to me is important, even more above the game itself. So usually just trying to keep an eye on the guys and trying to see their reactions to their attitudes, their demeanor, their reaction time, things like that.
Now, when you do see somebody go down on the ice, gets up a little bit slowly, and then maybe one of the referees or the linesman calls you over to come out on the ice, are you prepared for anything out there?
Usually, doing this long enough, you can tell by the reaction of the players. If a player's not moving, it's usually more severe than if a player's moving around a lot. You know, it's opposite than people would believe. So, but going out there, you gotta be prepared for anything, because the worst case scenario, I had a guy fracture his neck one year, so you gotta be prepared for the worst case scenario, because that one time you're not expecting it to be the worst case, and you overlook it, it could cost somebody their life. So you know, you go out there expecting the worst, but usually by the time you get there, you have an idea of what's going on.
All right, well, Ryan, good luck the rest of the way, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for stopping by. Don't come too often.
We're now going to continue our tour here with Brian Connor. Brian, tell us what your title is here with the Sundogs.
I'm the head equipment manager for the team.
All right. Now, what were you doing before you joined the Dogs?
I actually worked in the AHL as the assistant equipment manager for the San Antonio Rampage.
Okay. Now, how long have you been here for?
This is my first year.
All right.
So
now,
7 months.
All right. Give us a little example of what you have here in your room.
Pretty much anything a player might need equipment-wise. Anything he wears on the ice, off ice, sticks, skates, is in this room. It's a little room, but we kind of make do with what we have, and storage is all over the place.
All right, so now on a non-game day, what does your day consist of?
A lot of drinking coffee and sitting around. No, actually, I have to get the room ready. All the all the locker room, the change room, towels, pretty much everything that a player needs for that day is there.
Now on a game day, how does that switch for you? What do you do on a game day?
Well, we have a morning skate, so it's almost getting ready for morning practice. Maybe 30-minute skate. They come off, I start that laundry, set the room up again for the game. So it turns into probably about a 18 to 19-hour day.
Now, equipment manager, you obviously have to know a lot about these boys, what they like and what they don't like. How was that for you, getting to know the guys this year?
It was a little tough. Being my first year as a head guy, took me probably 2 months to realize what everything was going on, and finally slowed down for me. If you could ask a guy, you know, the last couple of months have been a lot better for me and for the team. So
now you're going to show us a little bit about how to sharpen a skate later on in the show. How important are the skates and the sticks for these guys?
Those are the two biggest things that a player wants. The sticks to be right flex, right curve. Most of the guys do their own sticks, so the right height. Skates got to be sharpened morning skates. All the skates are sharpened, and then I'll probably do 3 to 4 pair in the afternoon for that game day.
Okay, so now during a game, you're out on the bench with the team. What are you watching for?
Anything. Broken sticks, guys falling. Pretty much just watching the game, but it's a little bit more intense.
So power play, Sundogs on the power play, McDonald breaks his swag. What do you do?
You just turn around and grab a stick and hand it to him.
Simple as that?
Yeah, you know everybody's stick. There's no numbers or anything on them, so you just grab them. That's the...
All right, now when there's a player on the ice, say somebody loses an edge, they come off the ice, how nervous are you trying to get that done as quick as possible?
I'm going to be honest, beginning of the year I was sweating a little bit. Now it's kind of, the guys kind of trust me a little bit more. If it's really bad, and I tell them, let's go, we're going off the ice, we're going to sharpen them real quick. And then if it's not that bad, I can take a stone to it and kind of put an edge back on it for how many minutes left in the period.
All right, well, Brian, thanks for joining us behind the scenes.
Anytime.
We're going to continue the behind the scenes a little bit later in the show, but when we come back from this break, I'm going to be able to sit down with head coach and general manager Marco Pietranero.